Just like Xiaomi, Tapo, and Eufy cameras, this tool is also made in China. It's the Annke Crater2 indoor camera. Is this camera works at par with other known brands? Una sa lahat, mag-subscribe muna kayo sa aking channel para suportahan ito. You may also join this channel as a member to avail of exclusive perks like priority in comments reply and early access or exclusive access to some videos for members only. You can also help fund some projects here by sharing super thanks. This camera is one of the 2 products sent to me by Annke, a company that provides security solutions for home and business in a number of countries. That's Annke. Also another camera. So they provided us 2 cameras. Oh, it's a doorbell. I never asked for these products. It was Annke reaching out to me to provide this camera and this video doorbell for review without imposing conditions whatsoever. Okay. This is it. It's black. Okay. The camera is black. What else? It comes with the manual. What else inside? There's a card. There's another box here. Let's see, what is this? It's a cable. I think this is for the adapter, mounting plate, screws, USB A to USB micro B. Let's see, and there's adapter. Okay, very cute adapter. The output is 5 volts, 1 ampere. Just like in other pan and tilt cameras, this has a rotating head which can turn 360 degrees horizontal and 60 degrees vertically. The Crater2's lens here is 3 megapixels, so it can deliver 2K video. It has 6 infrared sensors. Just below the lens is a light sensor. The microphone is here, while a speaker is at the back. The USB micro port is also at the back for its power supply. Like the Xiaomi 360 cameras, the micro SD card slot is hidden below the lens, and like the Tapo C210 camera, the reset button is beside the card slot. This is made of plastic and sounds like brittle plastic and thin. Sounds like this is just made of an ordinary plastic, unlike the ABS plastic of the Xiaomi and Tapo cameras. I also noticed that the track or rail for the camera head is exposed. Look at here. That's the rail or track. You cannot see like this in Xiaomi and Tapo cameras. The Crater2 is also available in white and sold at about $30 on Annke's online store. After pairing with the app, I put the camera into test. This is a night shot with my white ceiling light is on. It's so clear. I like the color. It's so real, and the lampshades illumination is not snowy or not washout. It's nice, it's dramatic, and this is without the white ceiling light and only small warm bulb on my ceiling, warm light from lampshade, and my desk lamp are left powered on. It's still clear, although the lampshade is a little bit wash out, but just a little. Here I am about to turn off all the lights in the living room because I'm going to sleep. So that's it. So from the daylight mode to night light mode, or the camera is now using the night vision, and there's only one light at the staircase left. As soon as it will the turning off, so completely there's no light in the living room except that pilot light, which you can see that is washed out. That's the pilot light of my other camera facing the Annke Crater2 camera. So I think the night vision of the Annke Crater2 is also good. The objects are well defined. Look at the guitar. Look at my shelf. It's defined, and my cabinet is also defined. So I think this is good. And remember, the night vision of the Crater 2 has 6 IR sensors. This is the daytime shot at around 8 o'clock this morning. I think the image is also clear, and it's good actually. Um, the the images, the objects are defined. The color is not overdone. It's a very simple color. Okay, not so ripe, not so dull. It's just enough. I think it's closer to the actual color of the objects. Since it's a 2K camera, the Crater 2 is comparable with Xiaomi Mi 2K Pro as far as basic camera specs are concerned. The Mi 2K Pro has a large aperture of 1.4. Annke is not stating the aperture of the Crater 2. Mi 2K Pro has a wide 110 degrees viewing angle, while the FOV for Crater 2 is not stated. While both cameras can rotate 360 degrees horizontally, but Crater 2 has only up to 60 degrees tilting, about half of Mi 2K Pro's 118 degrees. The Mi 2K Pro has a brighter image, probably because of its larger aperture. Also, its color is closer to the actual. Look at the floor tiles. That's more or less similar to the actual color of the tiles. The Crater 2 has a darker color, probably because it has less in aperture, but still the color is good. When it comes to night vision, it appears the Crater 2 is brighter. Look at the floor. It appears brighter on the Crater 2 than on Mi 2K Pro. The image on Crater 2 is also more defined. Look at the handrail on the stairs. It's clearer than on Mi 2K Pro. So this is the maximum zoom in of the camera. You can see there, it can read the word, the figure 2024 on the calendar. So it's good. This is 3 meters away. So this is the maximum for 5 meters. It cannot read the labels there of the boxes. That should be office of the mayor. Then I'm going to go to 7 meters, my favorite frame here. So this is the maximum it can go. As far as my eyes are concerned, the readable text there on the frame is the biggest letters. Life is like, and also down below the word moving. When it comes to detection, it also has sound detection for monitoring unusual noise louder than 50 decibels or louder than a quiet conversation or quiet refrigerator. The sensitivity of the sound detection can be adjusted on the app. Even at level 10 or 10%, the sensitivity to sound, it could still detect sound, even of the sound of the wind, your windows, even my monologue right now can be detected at this level. The sound detection is good in quiet areas like baby room where you want to monitor, or you can turn on this feature only at nighttime if you put the camera in the living room. However, you can set it manually because there's no automation on MyAnnke app. You can also set the motion detection sensitivity for night and day. This is good because there are more activities during daytime than in nighttime. So the motion detection sounded off as soon as I stood up. You can turn on active tracking under motion detection to follow the movements. As soon as the camera detects motions, I move. Let's see if it follows me. Okay, it follows me. Back. Take note, it says here active tracking, and it only monitors or follows movements. It doesn't say human tracking. Okay, so this is playing safe. And there's no way to turn off the motion detection on the Annke Crater2 camera. So you don't have any choice, but if you don't want to receive notification on your phone for motion, you can just turn off the motion detection on the notification feature. The human body detection of the camera is straightforward, no adjustment whatsoever, just switch it on. In conjunction with an alarm feature of the camera, its detection can be sounded off on the camera to shoo away intruders. However, you should be prudent in activating the alarm inside the house, otherwise it becomes annoying. I can choose the alarm tone, which is scandalous. Or I can turn on the beep. I'll just select beep sound for this testing. I think you hear the sound already. That was the beep sound. If I'll choose alarm tone, and that this let's listen to the sound. So that was the alarm tone. The Crater2 is sensitive to motion, but it can easily distinguish human. However, it can detect pet as human also. By the way, there's no list of detected events on the app, which is crucial in monitoring our homes. Also, if you tap the notices on the notification bar of your phone, MyAnnke App only opens the viewing screen on the app but not on detected events as shown in the notification. Pairing the Crater2 with its app is seamless. Download the MyAnnke app on your mobile from Play Store for Android and Apple Store for iOS. If it's your first time using Annke camera, sign up for an account and follow security instructions. Allow some access permissions on your mobile. While using the app, QR code, there's the QR code. Okay, the QR code is at the back of the camera. Then you are asked if how are you going to configure the device by sound recommended. Okay, by sound. I have to change my network to 2.4 gigahertz because the camera is only 2.4 gigahertz.
Please wait for a moment. Config successfully.
Okay, so the configuration is already successful, so I have to name it. I have only one Annke, so just camera, Annke camera. Then in the meantime, I just put this in the living room. Okay, so that's it. Annke requires a security password for the camera before using it. On the device list, click Crater2 to enter into its viewing screen where buttons are available. Click the speaker icon to hear the live audio. Next is day or night setting. You can also choose auto, which automatically set the camera to night vision when light is not enough. You can set the resolution of the video stream to the highest at 3 megapixels. You can downgrade to standard for a stable feed or go lower to smooth for a more stable signal but lower video quality. The rightmost icon is to expand the screen to full screen. The video camera icon is for video recording on screen. Tap to record and tap again to stop the recording. The still camera is for taking snapshot. Next is the microphone, which you have to grant access. Long press the icon to talk to someone facing the camera. And there's alarm icon. Manually tap this and it triggers alarm to scare intruders. Annke also offers cloud storage service for a fee, and there's a trial for a month. Tap the settings icon at the upper right corner. About tells the details of the camera where you can rename it. Device upgrade is about the current firmware version. Tap date/time to change the time zone. Restart when you're going to reboot the camera for a fresh start. Factory reset deletes all user settings you had created for the camera but retains the video recording. Set password when you want to change the password you earlier set. Device sharing generates QR code which you can send to your family members so they can share the camera with you. Notifications allow the camera to send notification to your phone if motion, sound, and human are detected. Record is where you can set the recording continuously or loop recording, and you can choose what detection event is to be recorded. Next panel is about storage. SD card provides the details of the micro SD card you inserted into the camera. Then there's record box, which refers to connecting the camera to a network video recorder. This is nice because it gives you other options to where to connect this camera. And there's the cloud storage I mentioned earlier. Wi-Fi shows the router settings and other connection details. Network check is about details of the camera's connection speed to the router. You can also flip the screen if you install this camera on the ceiling. You can also set embedded text like date and time displayed on the video by setting it here on the OSD or on-screen display. More settings. Sound allows you to set the volume for the speaker and microphone. In the Philippines, set the power frequency to 60 Hz. Motion detection setting allows you to set the sensitivity of detection for night and day. Here, you can also activate the active tracking to follow movements when the camera detects motions. Also, there's human body detection and sound detection. This cannot be controlled on Google because it's only says here Alexa. You can access recordings on the micro SD card from the viewing page. You can toggle between cloud and SD card tabs below. And once you select the SD card, you can see here more. You tap more to enter to the albums. There you can see several albums, and take note that the length of the recording is about 28 minutes to 30 minutes. You see here 29:12. The second is 28:19. Then you have 30 minutes. That is the length of the recordings. This is not similar to Xiaomi and Tapo, because Xiaomi and Tapo is only about 1 minute for Xiaomi. So this is too long. That's 30 minutes. Now, the date on the upper left corner is the current day. On the other side, if you tap My Download, you can see their downloaded tab and downloading. For downloading, I have here trying to download. It's already 3% downloaded item. Once this is downloaded, it will be transferred to the downloaded tab. If you see the menu at the upper right corner of your of the app, I can tap that, and you can see or open the timeline. So this is the timeline for today, starting at midnight. So you can choose all, or you can only select motion detection, detection, and also human detections, or you can tap all so that you can get all recordings. Then you can scroll this one, select. Then now, if you want to record a few clips, a few seconds, then all you have to do is tap the download sign here at the center of the screen. Then you can see here the parameters for your downloading. You say start from, then you can set, let's say, start recording from midnight to 30:30. Okay, let's say from the no, it changed to 1 o'clock. From 1 o'clock, that's 1:00. Okay, then and to, let's say, just 2 minutes of recording, 2 and 5 seconds, let's say. Then tap OK. You can see there, start from 1 o'clock and to 1:02:05. Now, you tap the download button here. So it's already downloading. If you go to the um, download album, my download, so you can see here there are already two downloading items. So the first one was too long. That's about 30 minutes. If you want to cancel that, you just select it, then delete below. So you can delete it. But you already have a downloaded clip. Now if you tap that, you can see here our recording. Then on the gallery, you can find the recordings here in one of the albums. There's a new album here, MyAnnke. So that's the one that we have recorded. That's 2 minutes and 11 seconds. From the two cameras, recording for both, and the active tracking and the human are on. Let's see if tracking of a camera can affect the audio recording, just like the Me Too clip. I'm standing about 7 feet from the two cameras, and I'm going to test the audio recording for both, and the active tracking, and if the active tracking affect the audio recording, just like the Me Too clip Pro. I'm standing at 7 feet from the camera, and this time I'm turning off the active tracking of the Annke Crater2 camera to see if the sound is better than the previous one when the active tracking was on. I'm standing right now at about 14 feet from the camera, and this is the farthest from the camera inside my house, about 24 feet.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kompleto?
Occasionally, you can hear sounds from the moving parts of the camera when it pans. Although it's not really all the time that you can hear the sound, but there are times that you can hear the somewhat like a gear or what that is moving inside the camera when it is panning. But now you can barely hear any sound. This camera has no button for pan and tilt, so you have to pinch the screen for, or use the screen for panning and tilting, and pinching it for zoom in and zoom out. But also the problem is when you navigate the camera on the screen, there's a problem on the Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes it goes down to zero, so there's a significant delay and making the screen less responsive to your touch because of that connection problem over Wi-Fi. I do not know if my network is already busy, but I'm using Wi-Fi 6 router, so I don't think that it's my router's problem. I don't have any problem with my other devices at home, so I'm ruling out that it's my Wi-Fi. I'm trying to pan. Let's see. You see, I'm already moving the camera, but it has about 3 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds delay. That was panning to left. Then I'm going to zoom in. That's perfect. It moves. There are times, not only once, not only two, but several times the Annke camera goes offline. It's online again. Okay. So look at that. 21 KB, 195 KB, 48 KB, and now it's zero back to so it's up and down, and the only problem is it goes as low as zero. That means it's going to be disconnected from the router. The Anki Crater2 records decent video and has detections that could match or even surpass my other cameras in the house. However, the biggest downside that I can see on this camera is its unstable Wi-Fi connection. It could result to poor video quality on the recordings. Sometimes the video freezes and you would miss some scenes in there. Also, there's a need to improve the app for better user experience. At $30, the price is only about $4 difference with that of the Me 2 Keep Pro. I should say the price for this camera should be at around $20 only to make it more attractive. Catch my upcoming video for the other device that was sent by Annke. It's the WiFi Video Doorbell. Please support this channel. Daghang salamat. Ako si Jun Tariman. High Tech. Bye-bye.